Like a surgeon, ooh, cutting for the very first time. Like a surgeon, got your heartbeat next to mine. Good morning, happy last day of Vlogtober. I cannot believe it is October 31st. Happy Halloween. Today is going to be crazy. I am just prepared for whatever madness ensues because I just know that it's going to be wackadoo and I'm prepared for that. So as you can see, I'm dressed as a surgeon. I found my surgical cap. I've got my scrubs on and my tennis shoes. What could be more comfortable? I just hope I don't get too cold because it's only going to be like 40 some degrees today. But I do have my lab coat at school that I can put on to keep me warm, and I have like a fleece jacket that I can put on too. I'm just gonna go with whatever happens today because that's just how it needs to roll. So I'm leaving a little later than I wanted to, but I don't have my daughter to try to get to her destination, which she will just take the car if she's not able to catch the shuttle bus. But I don't really have anything to prepare for this morning. I mean, I put, instead of our regular morning work, I put like a Halloween spooky themed, I think it's Batty doubles that I put in the morning work basket, so the kids will get to figure out the answers to the doubles facts and then color the bats according to their answer, which I think they'll enjoy. I just kind of make it a fun thing. And they can always use more addition and subtraction practice. So we're going to be starting that a little more often now because we're about to finish chapter 4, which was more subtraction strategies. And then on Monday, I'll be starting chapter 5, which is addition and subtraction relationships. And so after we finish that chapter, I will probably be starting fact fluency pages, and we'll be doing those probably when we come back from power hour. We'll have a restroom break and stuff. And while I'm getting snack, served out on the little trays, while they're waiting to pick them up, I will be having them work on their fact page. That way everyone will have time to do it, because that'll give them a good 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes is plenty of time to finish a fact page. There's only like 20 problems on there. So as long as they're not spacing out or daydreaming, they have plenty of time to do it. And the more times they see those particular problems, the more automatic it will become in their brains. So I'm hoping to get them all away from using their fingers maybe by January to count, to add, but we'll see. Some of them may still need that support, which whatever. It's not going to be an everybody grows at the same time kind of a thing, just like reading and just like everything. So that is my hope, to get everybody away from having to use their fingers and things to figure out the facts. Hopefully most of them will become automatic in their brain, just the more times they see them. Today we have normal stuff, just basically our normal type routine. We don't have anything different going on today. We start out with morning work and then power hour, which is our math intervention time if you haven't seen the other vlogs. And then we come back and have restroom and drink break, and then we have snack and our Go Math lesson, which will be making a 10 to subtract. So I'm hoping that goes well. I have my little spooky 10 frames that we'll use again that I showed yesterday and I've showed before. So I told you yesterday that I was going to use the Captain Crunch, like the Halloween Captain Crunch. The fun thing about that Captain Crunch is it turns your milk green, but we don't eat it with milk, so they don't get that part of it, which is kind of a bummer. But they'll still enjoy eating it. And then I showed you the little Halloween safety book we're going to do after reading time. And during reading time, when they do their little center rotations, I'm going to do the phonics game today, because I figured today they're going to be cray-cray, and I might as well just go with it. And they'd be more amenable to playing a game than reading with me, probably. So I'm trying to get on the highway here with this glob of traffic. Yeah, I need to get over it more. This is kind of annoying. Okay, here we go. Let's get going up here. I think that might be my... Oh, I just saw one of my first grade team members in her car, and she is wearing a blue wig. So that is going to be... I cannot wait to see her rest of her outfit. It's going to be very interesting. That was funny. I thought that was her car that was in front of me, and oh, I was right, because she is dressed for Halloween today for sure. Okay, so we're on the highway headed to school, and is going to be an interesting day. I will talk to you later, and I will show you my whole scrubs surgical outfit. I was talking to Mittens this morning. She was meeping at me, wanting me to pick her up, and she always does that right when I really don't have time for it, but I'm like, how can I not pick her up? That's just mean. So just like when a little kid goes, Mama, pick me up, up, you can't just not pick them up. You got to give them a little something. So I picked her up and I carried her around a little bit. And I said, hey, honey, I was talking to my husband, hey, I could take her with me and I could be a vet. And he goes, yeah, that'd go over real well. I said, the kids would love it. The cat, not so much. She doesn't like being in the car. She doesn't like crowds. She doesn't like noise. She would be in hell. That would be cat hell for her. So I said, maybe not. Maybe she won't be my show and tell for today. I thought about grabbing a stuffed animal, though. That'd be kind of funny. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have an accessory to drag around with me all day. So I'm just going to be a people doctor. That'll be easier, I think. I went really minimal on my jewelry. Like, I didn't put any earrings in, other than I just always have my diamonds in that my mom got me when I got my master's degree. Those are always in my second holes, so I can get out of these people's way because they're wanting to pass me so desperately. Oh, it's my first grade team member that's wanting to pass me so desperately. I'll let her get there first. I'm not sure she knew it was me because we both look a little different today. I don't have any hair showing really. And anyway, so I wore a ring. I had to wear a ring. It drives me nuts if I don't wear a ring on my right hand because I'm so used to wearing one. You know how when you don't wear something, you feel the nakedness of it? So I put just a very simple band on, and I'll show you that later. But I don't have any bracelets, and I don't have a watch. So it's very, very minimal. I'm just very bare bones today. Yes, get the pun. Bones. Doctor. Yeah, I'm going to be a little cheesy today, I think. Cheesier, maybe. Anyway, it should be fun. I'm just going to go with it. I'm probably going to be really tired by the end of the day, but whatever. That's kind of normal. I sound really congested, but I don't really feel too bad so far. So I did have a little bit of caffeinated tea this morning along with some herbal tea. And I've got 2, count them, not 1, but 2 iced coffees in my little lunch bag. And I brought some chicken and dumpling soup, and I brought some bread because I have peanut butter and jelly at school, so I thought I might make a sandwich to go with my soup. Hello, I made it to my classroom without event. There are all kinds of little creatures roaming around the hallways in their cute little outfits. I did not cut these out because I forgot, so I'm going to cut them out really fast and get these ready for my intervention time. Yikes. I got the ones cut out for my little partner person, but did you mind? I always get other people ready first, and then I get me ready. I'm not even going to worry about cutting the edges off because who really cares, honestly? It's not going to matter. So I have 5 pages to cut out. I have a whole list of things to do. And I'm going to get them done because they're all little things. Like, I need to cut my little books apart that I printed yesterday. I need to cut my Scholastic notes apart and put them on the Scholastic order forms. I'm not having those due until next, I don't remember what day. Tuesday, I think. Which gives them, it'll give them the weekend. And, because I think I'll just send them on maybe Thursday. Wednesday, maybe tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know. And then they won't be due till Tuesday because they'll forget over the weekend. I can send a reminder on Monday. And then maybe people will get them in on Tuesday. And I can send the order in either Tuesday or Wednesday, and they'll be here the next week. So the teacher that was gone yesterday is back today. And so I let her know that I had put stuff on her desk for intervention time because I didn't know that she'd have time to plan that. And she very much appreciated it. So I'm glad she's back and all is well in the world. Don't have a lot of anything to tell you since I talked to you in the car a little while ago. I have my newsletter finished. Yay, I did that last night. It really doesn't take a lot because I already kind of know. I mean, there's a sequence to everything anyway. Like, you know that you're going to do the next however many math lessons. And we have certain writing objectives that we're doing every quarter. And this is well, last week was the beginning of a new quarter. But really, I feel like after conferences is when the new quarter really starts. Because otherwise, you're still in crazy conference grade card mode until you get the conferences done. I have 4 that never... I had 2 that emailed me, and so I'm going to have, like, email conferences, I guess, with them. I told them I would send home the information for their kids. I think I'm going to put these in baggies. It'll be easier. I can just hand out the bags to the kids. Boy, that one's really squished up in there. Okay. Thankfully, I keep these right by my desk. 4 of these. There we go. Shove the other one back in there. Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't know if I finished my thought. I'm going to send home the grade card and the conference form to the 2 that contacted me. And I already said, you know, please look it over. Let me know if you have any questions. And then sign the conference form and send it back. And I'll make a copy of it and I'll send it back to you. Because I need a signed copy so we know that they saw it. The other 2, I have no idea, because one of the students was one that was gone like for a week and only came on Thursday. And then I found out that he came to school yesterday when we didn't have school. And then I guess he was dropped off. I don't know how he got in the building though. That's my question. Like the secretary ended up having to call his parents to come back and get him. But how did he get in? The doors were locked. Somebody had to have let him in. And why would you let a student in when there's no school? So somebody wasn't thinking that day. I would have been like, hey buddy, wait, hold on. Don't let the car drive away. There's no school today, you know, which you would think the parents would go, that's weird. There's like hardly like any cars here. There are no buses, nothing. Apparently I send this information home on the newsletters like a month ahead of time and people don't apparently read them. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I send emails, I send reminds, I send notes. They even make a robocall. The district makes a call to every family, whatever phone number we have on file for them. Of course, these people probably don't have a phone right now. That's probably why they didn't hear it on that. But I know I got the robocall. Blah, blah, blah will be closed on blah, blah, blah. And, you know, early dismissal and all. They tell you. They tell you. So, yeah. Anyway, I just have a lot of things like little things to do. So, ooh, what time is it? I'm going to look at my phone. 3 minutes. Okay, what can I get done in 3 minutes? I can cut my Scholastic notes in half in 3 minutes, that's for sure. Let's do that. These are just my little notes here. And I just cut them in half, and it says, orders are due by Tuesday, November 7th. Please make checks payable to the school and not Scholastic. And I put our online code so they can just order it online. That is so nice. As a parent, I would want to do that because you can use your credit card. It's very safe. You don't have to worry about your child losing the money on the way to school or the order not getting taken care of, because when the teacher places the order, it just automatically sends those online ones with it, and they just come with the other orders that were placed manually. And then there's this big printout that comes in the box that has all the kids' names and what they ordered. Got those done. Now I can print out. I'm going to print these out with my scissors. Sure. I think I need some brain surgery today. The secretary just buzzed down and said, did you send me a terrific kid name? And I said, yes, I did, but I can tell you again. And she's like, okay, that'd be great. So I just told her, because they announced it on the morning announcements on Monday. So that's exciting. I almost have this done. Yay! I can check these things off. Boop. I have 2 more to cut. And I think I might be able to get rid of my to-do list right here. Actually, I think I might flip it over and put more stuff on it. Because I need to, I've written down my reading scores, but I haven't put them on the form that I give to the principal. There's my Halloween safety tip books. Done. Scholastic notes. Done. I need to staple these onto the kids' treat bags, but I'm not doing that right now because they will see them and ain't happening. And I think it's time for them to come. So I'm going to go open my door. I'll let the little squirrels in. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, Princess and Super Ninja Turtle guy. How's it going?
I guessed what they were going to be. He's going to be a Ninja Turtle. His sister's going to be a cheerleader.
Oh.
His dad's going to be a ninja.
You guys are good.
No, my dad's going to be my dad.
Alright, how's it going over here? Ooh, almost done. Oh, we're almost done too, Land.
Hiya.
Okay, looks like we need to get cracking a little harder here. Come on, turn on those superpowers. Get super subtraction strength. Hi, got my kids safely delivered to their special, and I'm going to eat something real quick because I'm fading fast because I have no food in me at all, and I'm very tired. Plus, I didn't drink very much today at all. So,
let me show you my outfit. I've got my scrub cap on. I just have my regular earrings, and there's a little band ring I was telling you about, just a plain cheapy sparkly one, and then nothing on my wrists. And then my scrubs. I'm gonna run to a desk, but here's my scrubs. I just have pink tennis shoes on, so very comfortable. And it's plenty warm in here. I think I need to turn the heat down. It's a little bit of a temperature change from the hallway to here. It's kind of like Arctic and tropic. Boom, right in the doorway. So I need to do that. I have a few little things I still need to do, and the afternoon should be really, dare I say it out loud, easy. Because they go to lunch right after specials, then it's bathroom, rest and read, then they're going to do their center rotations and finish their Batty Doubles page from this morning, and play the Minions Blanabas game that I came up with over the weekend. And after that is the Halloween safety book. We're going to talk about being safe on Halloween, trick-or-treating tonight, and then color it, and they'll take it home. And we're going to do spelling today, too. We'll do the spelling after rest and read before they go to centers. And then recess, and we'll have to pack before that. I'll have to stop centers a little early, or the coloring time, whatever. Sometime before recess, they're going to pack, because after recess is our party. So right after recess, we'll do the restroom, get drinks, so everybody's been pottied and had a drink of water anyway. Then come back to the room and party till it's time to go home. Yay. And I looked ahead, and I do not have any duty for a while. So I'm good until like the end of November, I think. I don't have buses. I don't have early morning. So I'm good. So I could sugar them up and send them home today. Woo! Don't have to try to entertain the mob that comes in after. I'm having so much drainage now. And coughing. And I have one poor kid that just keeps hacking. I'm like, you can get drinks anytime you want, honey. And the kids, some of them are like, can I change out of my costume? I'm like, yes, you can when we have a restroom break, but you can't change back into it later because there won't be time. They're like, oh, I said, so think about that for a little bit. Do you want to stay out of your costume for the rest of the day? Like, you don't want to wear it at the party. You don't want to wear it to lunch. You don't want to wear it to recess. And they're like, oh. And some of them, they have like the all-in-one things. And I'm like, and they have a shirt on underneath. I'm not going to just let them be naked chest. But so you can just take this part down if you're too warm or something. Which I think if I turn the heat down in here a little bit, that will help that situation quite a bit. But we've got quite an array of characters. We have some princesses. We have a cheerleader. We have, I don't know if she's like a sorceress or a witch or something. She's got all these little like spider webby things on her face. It's beautiful. But she said it's starting to bother her skin. I'm like, oh no, I hope you're not allergic to the makeup. So I told her if she wanted to, she could kind of wipe a little bit off it when we went to the restroom. We have lots and lots of superheroes of every kind. We have some Ninja Turtles. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Honestly, I don't keep up with all that stuff very well, so some of them I'm not really sure what they are. They are specific superheroes, and there are specific things. So I just go, oh, you're a whatever. And they're like, I'm this. I'm like, oh, of course you are. That's awesome. I don't know. I'm sorry. But, yeah. And the kids are going, what are you? I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm a surgeon. I do operations. And they're like, oh. I'm like, I guess they've never seen a show with people on this. They've never seen a show with people wearing stuff like this, and they probably, thankfully, don't have experience traveling through a hospital. So that makes me happy that they don't know what I am, honestly, because they don't have personal experience with a surgeon. So yay. Yeah, so there was one second grader coming out of specials as I was taking my class, and he goes, what are you? I said, I'm a surgeon. He goes, I operate on people and fix things. He goes, oh, I said, do you have something that needs to be fixed? He goes, yeah. My arm's hurting. I said, would you like me to take it off? And he goes, yes. So I just took my phone. I kind of like a laser. I said, does it feel better? He goes, yes, it's all better. Thank you. Okay, great. Glad I could help. Funny. Then one of the second grade teachers came out and she said, she was dressed as an old woman. And she said, can you help me find my youth? I've lost my youth. And I said, well, I'll keep an eye out for it, but I could probably transplant it for you. So it's just, we're just all crazy weird. It was a wacky day. Oh my gosh, for our math interventions time. That was not a good thing. Okay, so here's what happened. So we had everybody divided out like we were supposed to be. We had it in this little grid thing on Google. Everybody's good, right? We know where our kids are going. We know what kids are coming to us, blah, blah, blah. We even color-coded it and stuff. Printed it out. Of course, mine's in black and white, so I have to look at the shading to see what's what. But you can see where they're going because they're in that teacher's list. So I'm trying to figure out where to send my kids, right? Come to find out, there are 3 teachers doing the section that I'm in, so it's me and 2 other teachers. Well, one's a classroom teacher and one's a para. The para wasn't here today, and apparently isn't going to be here all week, and they didn't have a sub for her, and they didn't tell us. She's responsible for 13 students and wasn't here. At the last minute, we're like, we need to split these kids up. I'll take them. Like, wait, we can just split them between the 2 of us if if we can get together and do that. But today I was like, hey, let's just farm them out. And then tomorrow we'll have a game plan because that was crazy. It's probably wasted a good 10 minutes trying to get everyone somewhere to do something during math time. By the time we got started, like it was 10 minutes late by the time I started my group. And I was doing fact families. And I was like, already like flustered a little bit from the craziness. And then I think I went a little too fast. And I went, well, okay, I need to slow down because they're looking at me like, what? Of course, most of the kids in my group today were my kids. And we've done a little bit of this before, so they kind of knew what I was talking about a little bit. But the other kids were just kind of like, okay, I'll just write this down because that's what you're doing on the board. But I have no idea why you're doing it. So then I went, well, okay, let me take a step back. Let me explain this a little better. And then they're like, oh, okay. Because these are the higher kids anyway. Not the highest, but the higher than the average. So they get stuff a little quicker anyway. So it was better after I just kind of slow down, chilled out. I think I was going to try to cram everything that I had planned in. That was just silly. Why would I do that? I'd already lost 10 minutes. I can't do that because we only have 30 as it is. So we got the first thing done, which was that haunted house thing I showed you that had the 4 different squares and each one had a haunted house in it, and there were the fact families for each house. And they had to, make the 2 addition and 2 subtraction sentences underneath. Then we started on the candy corn one, not the one with the cards. We'll do that tomorrow. But the one where they had to fill in the missing numbers in the little blank candy corns. I said, let's just do half of it. So we did half of it. And then I said, then the little tomahawk song came on, which was the switching song. I said, okay, all we were going to do after that was go on that second page that you have stapled to it and just put them in fact families. Take the 3 numbers in your candy corn and then just put them in the different rooms in your house on each one. And they're like, oh, okay. I said, just like we did with the haunted house. And they're like, oh, okay. So they totally knew what we were going to do. And it was fine that we didn't do all of it. That's the one that I was thinking about having them color, like the yellow and the orange. And that was insanity on my part to think that because half of them don't have crayons when they come. There are like 5 or 6 of them I had to go get your box, please. Like they came with a pencil. I'm like, you need your whole box, people. Like you don't know if we're going to cut or glue or color or stand on our heads. I mean, you don't know. I send my kids with their box because I don't know what that teacher's going to do with them. They need all the supplies. I don't have enough supplies for a whole other classroom in here because my kids keep them in their own boxes. So it's a learning curve because I guess some people are just using whiteboards and stuff. I like to give them something they can take with them. I mean, we do hands-on stuff too, obviously, but I like to give them a thing to take with them too because they like it, for one thing. And I did find all those spooky things, so I wanted them to have them. Anyway, so I'm going to go eat a little snack of something and drink one of my iced coffees. In honor of it being the last day of October, I brought 2 iced coffees. I brought a pumpkin spice and a mocha. So I'm going to be caffeinated. So I should be able to make it through the day just fine. So I will talk to you later. Hello. So I realized I need to get my little treat things ready. So I've got the little Monster Kit labels that I'm throwing all over the floor. My stapler. And all the little bags made up. So I just need to add the little Monsters fruit snack to each one. And the little label. And then my treats are done. So I'm going to be doing that. I haven't had a snack yet, and I am hungry, but I don't know. You know how when you're hungry, but you just don't have the energy to do anything about it? That's kind of where I am right now. So I'm just stapling these. Voila! That is the little treat that they're going to get today. And I think I'll put it, I have a couple of these little Frankie buckets. I think I'll put them in here. Maybe I can cover them up and they won't see them. So that's what I'm going to be up to right now. My monster kits are done. Yay, I got them all put together. Ooh, now I just need to clear off my desk. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. There's always something. Pumpkin spicy goodness. So those don't fit in here very well. Those are too bulky. I don't really want to squish them. So I think I'm going to need to do 2 of them. Oh my goodness. If I can get them apart, that would be great. There we go. Put them in here. And then I'll have to hide them a little bit so the squidlets don't see them before time. Let's put them under my desk. Although they come back here and I tell them not to because honestly it's kind of a dangerous place to be. Yeah, kind of got them back under my desk where my feet would normally go. But I don't really sit here that often. I sit here when I vlog, but it's one of the few times. And then when the kids are gone, I want to have lunch. But when they're in the room, I'm generally not back here unless I'm doing attendance. And usually I'm up walking around doing that. So I'm going to stick with my original, don't spend a lot of time at my desk when the kids are here. I did get a little bit of footage of the skeleton subtraction game that we were playing after we got our math lesson done. Oh, I'm happy to report. Oh, thank you God for this miracle. When we did our lesson from chapter 4 on making a 10 to subtract, I did not get the confused blank. I don't know what you're doing, Mrs. Bond. I did status of the class. You know this. Like, I totally get it. I pretty much get it, but I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure. And I'm so lost I have no idea what we're doing. This is all I saw. I didn't have anybody like this. And I walked around and they were getting it. And we used those spooky 10 frames with this today. So this was a success. That was awesome. I need to see if maybe Dollar Tree has turkeys or something like that. I don't know. I would like to get some Christmassy ones because I think that would be cool. I don't really want to spend a ton of money though. I'm trying to save my pennies for Christmas for my family so we can have some fun. So I'm just kind of, I'm fading. I'm going to eat something because I might make my little peanut butter sandwich and eat part of it right now. Yeah. I will check back with you later. Hey, good news. I found a frozen lunch in my freezer behind all the ice cream that I still have. So yay, this was some kind of chicken thing. I don't know. It's good, whatever it is. And I got all of the conference papers and grade cards ready to send home to the kids that didn't come to conferences. And I forgot that I had that spooky haunted, what's it called? Spooky sight words bingo that I didn't get a chance to do with the kids last week. So I'm going to save the Minions game for next week and do the spooky sight words bingo today. And then I put the sweet tarts that I had in the little Minions bucket. I put it in my other little Frankie bucket so they can get one of those as their treat. And I can have 5 at a time come to the table for that. So that'll be good. I've already got written on the board what we're going to do for the rest of the day. Well, until it's not. Okay, that didn't make a lot of sense. I have what the kids need to do and turn in before they go do their center wheel. So let me show you what the board looks like. Okay, so it's all laid out. They're going to do their spooky spelling on their little ghost page right here. Put those words on there and also October. I always have them do the month. Then their skeleton subtraction that we started during math time and didn't have time to finish some of them. And then the batty doubles, which was their morning work. And I have a few papers over here that people turned in and said they were done. But do all those bats look colored? No. That's part of it. So I'm going to remind those friends, you have to follow all the directions on the page. Coloring, is not optional. If it says, find the answer and color the sum, then you color the sum. Yeah, it's not like I didn't feel like doing it. I had one student actually say that. Oh, I didn't feel like coloring it. I'm sorry. Did it say to color it? Then you need to color it because you need to follow directions. Yeah. Anyway, interesting. This wasn't a choice, friend. Thank you for complying. Yeah. It's been really handy having these scrubs because look at the pockets. The pockets are like awesome. Awesome pockets. So I have a pocket full of Tootsie Rolls because when I went to get the kids from music, the music teacher was running late, which was not good for me because we have lunch right after and I don't have time to be late. I mean, I got there and it was time to go. I needed to get them upstairs, get them sat down at their table so they could be called for lunch. So, excuse me. Let me put you down real quick. There we go. So she saw me in the doorway and she sang her songs a couple more times. And meanwhile, I'm going, we need to go, we need to go, we need to go. Well, I have a new terrific kid every Monday, right? And we've done this enough times that they really should know where to stop. He was not thinking. He went straight up to the lunchroom. I'm like, whoa, 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 stop, stop. I saw them. They're supposed to stop at the bottom of the stairs. And then I come up and I say, okay, go on up to the top. And then I come up because I make sure that we got all their little sheep in our row. And then when we're upstairs, all of us, then we go into the lunchroom together. Well, he just took off and some of them took off after him. I'm like, well, stop, stop. Of course, the kids at the front of the line were like, stop, stop. So I had like 3 were almost sitting down at the table before the rest of us got up there. I said, guys, come back, please. I said, what are we doing? You stop at the bottom of the stairs and you wait. We've done that every single day when we have specials down here. I don't know. Maybe it's just Halloween candy excitement brain. I don't really know. I don't know why it happened. I don't really care what happened. I just said, okay, next time, stop at the bottom of the stairs and wait for me, please. So you don't take off without me. And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, it's okay. I needed to keep you together. So that's good. In case you didn't see my other vlogs, my daughter made these for me and surprised me with them on Sunday. Yes, Sunday night. I think they're so cute. She just painted these. These are just wood blocks that my husband made. And she got her paints out and just painted them all so cute. And look, it even has a little leaf on the top. So cute. And that's paint. This is a dowel that she painted brown. Yep. So that was a nice surprise. She is very artistic, as you've seen in some of my previous vlogs. She's very artistic and not from me. Skipped a generation, definitely. I'm a stick figure person. That is it. Yeah. I still have a few minutes. I've got my phone in my other pocket. That's pretty handy. Make sure I'm not late. Because I forgot to put my alarms back on from yesterday's meetings. Oh, my message did not go to my husband. Maybe it'll go now. Depends on where I am when I send it. So I need to turn my alarms back on. Yeah. Oh, let's see. That should have been on. That should have been on. No. Some of them are like, take your medicine. I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking any medicine now. This should be on. This should be on. That should be on. Okay, that's good. Because the rest of them are just, some of them I need to just take off. Yep. I don't even want to look at the morning alarms. That's just depressing right now. Can't imagine having to get up early right now. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll have to do my hair. Yeah. Ugh. So I need to eat my lunch stat. If I'm going to eat it at all. Because I only have a few minutes left. So, got my afternoon lined out. It's basically do those, finish the activities that they didn't finish, do their spelling page, which takes them like all of 2 minutes to write the words down, turn all their stuff in, play a game with me at the table, that spooky sight words bingo, do their center rotations, and we're starting out a different group today than we normally do on the first of the week because they got cheated out of their day last week because their day was the half day, and so we didn't do center rotations, so they'll get to start this week. So we'll have to try to squeak it in on Friday, even though it's Terrific Kid Friday. But I think I can shorten my math time because we're just doing a review. So that'll be good. Yeah, it won't take us long to do it that time. So we can squeak that in for them at least. And then I'm going to read some monster books to them. I need to grab them before I go get them. How much time do I have now? 2 minutes. And I'm just not feeling the food today. It probably doesn't taste right to me because of my cold gunk. I might just stick it in the fridge and eat it later. I don't have any kids after school. No late buses, no early buses, no pickups, nothing. So I'm back to being able to have a little time before I go home in the evenings or afternoons. It feels like evening after you've been at school all day, but yeah. And then, I'm saying and then a lot because it's not processing up here very well. So I need to grab some monster books out to read to them for rest and read time because I think they'll really enjoy that. After that, I need to go get them. Probably need to go right now. I don't even know what I was trying to say. It's okay. I'll figure it out later. Or I won't. Whichever. That's how it works. Either I do or I don't. I think I will eat a couple more bites of my food. Then I'll grab the monster books and put them on my chair. Then I'll go get the kids. And then the rest of the day will unfold. So I'll talk to you later. Monkey bingo.
What did you
get?
Ask.
Ask. A-S-K, ask. Oh, are you kidding? Yay! All right, buddy. Oh, read your words on your pumpkin.
You have a bat wing. Where?
Awesome. Grab something out of Frankie there. They're all the same, actually. So.
Oh, they're all the same.
Sweet tarts. So you're super sweet today. Stay sweet. You can if you want, or you can say them. Stay sweet. All right, what's AT? Let him figure it out. Can you say the sounds? Yes. Anybody have at?
I don't.
At.
No.
At?
For me.
Yay. Do you have at?
No.
Nope, that's not where it's at, is it? It's okay. We've got lots more to go. All right. Woo, we survived the party. Woo, I got everybody zing to their dismissal places. Pickups have already been picked up, most of them, and I think early buses have already loaded, and late buses are still hanging out in another classroom waiting to be picked up for the bus. I just got all the desks cleaned off, and I got the table cleaned off because it was a little bit messy because we had cupcakes and cookies and red juice, which some of it ended up on the rug, which I kind of expected. And one of the kids got picked up early. I don't know why. She's the one that missed a lot of school last week. Who knows? Maybe they're doing something for Halloween. I don't know. But I thought I'd show you my room. It doesn't look too bad. And I'll show you one of the activities that we did. Okay, so the beginning of the party was a little crazy. So in order to get them all focused over here, I had the kids each get a spider that I had whipped out during recess right before they came back. And I had projected a spider web on the board, and I put my hand over their face because this was very, very last minute. It was more like last second. And I spun them around 3 times, and then I walked over with them, and they tried to put their spider on the web. And so I thought I'd leave it up there so they could see them tomorrow. I'll have to take them down before power hour, though, unfortunately. But I thought I'd let them keep their spiders if they want to, because I put their names on them. And the ones in the middle right here, that was right in the center of the web, which was pretty amazing. But they all got on the web, which I thought was really, really good. So that was kind of fun. Then they played the marshmallow game that I'll show. Or may have already shown. And what else did they do? They ate and spilled red juice on the rug, which that happens. And yeah, that was pretty good. So I think the party was a success. I need to get that collective goods order put together. I don't think there are very many people that ordered. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do before I can leave today and be caught up. So let me look in my envelope here. I just see it. Oh, there's another one. Hoping there's enough to... Oh, that's mine. Okay, there's that. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. It's not bad. Okay, let me see what I can do. I got a text from my daughter a little while ago saying that she went to the doctor with her grandma, and now she's got an inhaler and lots of pills. Just take like 6 pills a day or something, because this coughing that she had, it's inflamed her lungs, and now she's got this horrible thing that just won't go away. And so she's had it for over a month. So hopefully this does the trick. Poor kid. I've got my little order ready to go. I need to take it to the office. Been snacking on some pretzel crisps because I never got to finish my lunch. So I've had really not much of anything, actually. And I drank like 4 sips of my pumpkin spice iced coffee and really didn't get to the other one at all. So I haven't had much today. Didn't eat anything at the party. Had a little bit of, I think it was like red. I can see it over there. Some kind of red soda. I had about half a cup of that just because I was doing something. But I don't want to forget my keys. So I'm packing up my bag. And the kids love the monster kits. They're like, oh, we get to make our own monsters? I went, yeah. And they're like, oh, cool. I'm like, yes, score. And the parents that were here that took their kids with them when they left the party were like, well, that's a great idea. I'm like, yes, yes, it is. You're welcome. I did not send them more candy. But I did give them the Monster fruit snacks. I don't know if I showed those to you. Yeah, I showed you the box. Little Monsters. Yeah. Get one out. These are what I got. Pretty sure. Yeah, I just got them at Walmart because I honestly haven't been to Target for quite a while. So, came from Walmart. Pretty cool. They loved it. They thought it was so neat. I am so ready to get out of here. It was a hectic day. Just, well, the party time just kind of gets maddening because it's always a little more frenetic when the parents are here. It just is. That's just the way it is. So, I think my makeup is gravitating. Oh, so tomorrow what are we doing? I don't even know anymore. We have a sub for the person that was gone today that was supposed to do some of the intervention group. That'll be good. Hopefully I can get, I'm going to take my paper home and organize myself a little. There's not enough time in the morning to get your mind wrapped around the new groupings. It's just hard for me. I'm just having a really hard time with that. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, one good thing I found out on those 8 iPads that we got recently, I remember telling you that I had 2 or 3 students like assigned to an iPad and we had to like number the iPads and stuff. Now they've made it. I don't know why they didn't think about this before. It's called, let's think about it before we do. But we tend to jump into stuff and then go, oh, wait a minute. Take a step back and redo this. That seems to be our school district's way. Anyway, yeah. A little more thinking, a little less action first probably would be better, but whatever. Anyway, the whole point of this long, convoluted, blah, 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 is that now any student can use any iPad. They just click on their class, and it brings up everybody's name, and they just poke their name and put in their code. We don't have to go through all the rigmarole of typing in this huge website link to get on there, because there's 6, let's be real. Like, and I personally don't have time to do that 20 times a day. It's not going to happen. So that's really super cool. Speaking of that, I need to go plug them in because some of them were dead today because they didn't put them on the charger. I said, some kids came up to me today and went, my iPad won't work. And I said, is it dead? And they're like, yeah. I said, looks like somebody didn't charge it, huh? And they're like, yeah. I said, that's a bummer. Sorry. Go get a different iPad, friend. It's okay. So now it's not going to matter what iPad they have. So I guess I can just erase their numbers. Whatever. I think I'll just leave them up there. It's fine if they use a certain one. But I probably should go over there and plug them in before I leave. Otherwise they'll all be dead tomorrow and then I'll have this happening again. Yeah. I need to go. It is 3:54 and I need to get out of here because I could leave at 3:45. So I'm going to go. I never did eat my sandwich. I never made my sandwich. So I'm just going to, I brought bread from home. I'm just going to leave that here. And I'll eat that with my soup tomorrow. Maybe. I just don't seem to get anything accomplished at lunchtime. As far as eating goes, I really don't eat much at all here because I just feel like I cannot get ahead. I'm not sure what that, I think it's just, I don't really know. I feel like there's never time for anything. Never time for anything. And even like, I know I'm vlogging more this year, but I'm doing it while I'm working. So, not sure what the deal is. I think I just have more to do and less time to do it in is the problem. So, but I do have my newsletter finished. I think I mentioned that earlier, but in case, I want to just say it again because it feels so good to hear that. My newsletter is done. Which means my lesson plans are basically done for next week. I just have to look at that and transfer it over to my lesson plan page. Yep. I hope the kids have fun tonight. I hope they're safe. We did read that safety book, Halloween safety book, and they really enjoyed it. And they got like 5 minutes to color because we just didn't have much time. And they're like, oh, I said, but we're going to recess. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to go have a party. Oh, yeah. So then they were okay. And I said, this is not homework. It's just a thing to keep you safe. It was for information and for fun. And I said, you're welcome to color it at home if you like. They're like, but can we do it for homework if we want to? And I went, well, sure. Please just make sure you tell your parents that this was not for homework, but you could do it if you wanted to. Because I don't send, why would you send homework on trick-or-treat night? That's insanity. Like, who has time for that? That would be crazy of me. And kind of crappy, honestly. If my daughter had, was younger and her teacher had set homework, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, we're going to be busy tonight. Obviously, it's Halloween, right? I don't do that. I don't ever send, well, I don't really send homework anyway, except for reading. I just send reading homework. But especially on a holiday or like the last day of the week, I don't ever send homework on a weekend or a holiday break or anything like that. So not even reading homework, because they need to just be. I don't like to take stuff home on the weekends. I don't like to take stuff home over holidays. I always have to, but I don't like it. And I'm like, I'm not passing that on to them. That's not fair. Yeah. So, excuse me, I think I have everything packed up. This is going to the office on my way up. My iPad. Yeah, this is my iPad. I have a macro iPad. Wow. This is going in my bag, which is down here now. Yeah. Oh, I've dumped everything. Goodness. Ugh. Put that in the bag. I got a little treat bag from one of the kids. That was really sweet. Yes. And then, oh, the mom that did our party today, she goes, hey, for the Christmas party, I'm like, sweet. It's not even a Thanksgiving yet, and you're already telling me about the Christmas party? Yes. So the mom has this awesome idea to do like a Polar Express kind of a thing. She wants to do like a pancake breakfast and hot cocoa like made with actual chocolate. Like she's going to melt the chocolate and put milk in it and like real hot chocolate, not cocoa. I'm like, okay, yeah, count me in. And she says, can they wear their pajamas? I said, oh yeah, we've done it before. We can totally do that. And she's like, okay, so they can wear their pajamas. We'll have pancakes. We'll have hot cocoa. And she said, maybe when it gets closer to time, we can send a note home to the families asking for like marshmallows and stuff for the party. I'm like, yeah, for sure. I even have like a Polar Express note because I've always done Polar Express over the years. I've not done it every year, but we used to do it. It used to be a big first grade thing. That was like a first grade. You knew when you got to first grade, you had Polar Express Day. That was our thing. And then it just kind of didn't happen anymore. So that was kind of poopy. I need to pin down the schedule for like that last week of like the Christmas week, because I think we go through December 20th, which I believe is a Wednesday, if I'm correct. Let me just look and see. I don't really remember. Let me look at my calendar. What did we do before we had phones that knew everything? Guess we carried a lot more stuff around. I don't know. I still have a bulky planner, but honestly, I don't look at it. I really should. Okay, I love to watch Sarah at home, and she shows her planner that she fills out every week, and it's beautiful. And I did that when I first started with my Erin Condren planner like 2-3 years ago. I totally did it up in the summer because I had time in the summer, right? I got like the kits from Etsy, and I got all the fancy stuff. I got even the extra stuff from Erin Condren. I spent lots of money on my planner, like way too much. Like I have drawers full of washi tape. That's how bad it is. Like still, I got special pens, special stickers. I even made stickers on my Cricut. Yeah, it's still sitting there. I guess it's still good. I mean, I can still do it anytime. Goodness, something's getting me, but not anymore. Okay, the week of Christmas. Well, we get out the 20th, which is Wednesday, and that will be a half day. I'm wondering if we're going to have power hour that day, though. We don't have time for that the last day of school before Christmas, because we always do a building-wide sing-along, which was super fun. Like the music teacher gets to the piano and she sings lots and lots and lots of Christmas carols with the kids, and it's really fun. And we used to make this big shindig out of it where each class could come up and perform something if they wanted to, or a grade level, or teachers. That kind of went because we just didn't have time for it anymore. And the kids also have breakfast with Santa, so we just know the kids trickle in that day, and it's fine. They always get an orange from Santa, which it's really hard for them to open. So I always remember to bring my orange peeler, like the Tupperware orange peeler that I don't know if they still do it. I haven't been to a Tupperware party in forever, like since before my daughter was born, I think. They used to give those away at parties, like as a giveaway thing, like a game-winning thing. I still have those. Also, when I sold Pampered Chef, we had it was a citrus peeler. But, yeah, I used that to scoop out my Keurig cup every time I changed the tea leaves. But I always bring one of those because I can't peel an orange without a peeler. And the kids, it's just too hard for them. They really need to give them cuties, but they're more expensive than oranges. Yeah. Anyway, I hope we don't have power hour that day. Originally, our schedule was such that we would not have power hour on early out days. Then, you know, last week it got changed the day before, and we had to scramble to rearrange everything for the next morning so we could have power hour, even though we'd planned for 2 weeks to not have it that day. So, and then it said, we will have power hour on early dismissal days. Well, but on like the day before Christmas break, or the day of Christmas break, are we going to have it? Because that would be our party day. I'll have to pin down the principal on that one, because I want to be able to tell this mom way ahead of time, because she works like 6 days a week. She's like a trainer for Target for some section of their store. She goes around the region and trains different stores on how to do stuff. So she needs to know pretty far ahead so she can plan for that. Goodness, I'm fading fast. So I want to do that. Yeah. All right. It's now 4:02 and I'm still sitting here. Keep getting announcements over the intercom for certain students and children to get their heinies out of here. We've got teachers buzzing their kids, please come to the office, we're leaving. And then people that are wandering, probably from YMCA. We have YMCA at the end of the day that come and they stay here until like 6 and they watch the kids. It's an aftercare program. And so they do all kinds of stuff. So sometimes they're looking for those kids that are AWOL. Like they went to the bathroom and they didn't come back. Where did they go? We don't know. Yeah. But alrighty. I'm thinking I might take these little guys home so I can enjoy them at home now because Halloween's over. Well, it will be tomorrow. I think I shall do that because, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put them though because I got rid of my bags. Maybe I'll leave them here. No, I want to take them home and enjoy them tonight. Excuse me. So I'll just carefully put them down in my bag just so they're not touching each other. Well, so far so good. Oop. Put this one over here. All right, that worked. Okay, so I'm gonna head out, and I might chat with you in the car. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm going to go. Just shut my lamp off. Let me go over here and shut my lamp off. Okay. Dang, I hope I don't have to get steroid stuff. I should probably get my coat. It's probably kind of chilly outside. Usually they don't announce this over the intercom, but let me get my coat on. Hang on. I was going to say, usually they don't announce over the intercom about recess stuff unless it's like we're having inside recess because it's raining or whatever, snowing, whatever it is. But today they're like, please be sure that you send your students out with coats because it is really cold and their little costumes aren't very warm. And so one of my little twerpy boys, he was like, oh, I don't need a coat because this is plenty warm. I said, you will be taking your jacket or you will not be going to recess, friend. But I said, I have spoken. I'm basically like, whoop, there is no more conversation. That was it. And then that little stink bug, would you believe? You should, because I think I've mentioned him before. He, as I dismissed each group to line up for recess, said, oh, I don't need my coat. What did Mrs. Bond ask you to do? I said, green group, please get your jackets and line up for recess. Orange group, please get your jackets and line up for recess. I did that 4 times, one for each group. I have pink, purple, green, and orange. What did I ask you to do? I don't need my jacket. Then you're not going to recess. Have fun with that. Well, I didn't bring a jacket. You might have mentioned that an hour ago when you were giving me a hard time about it to start with. I said, just go to the nurse and grab one. It's okay. And then just go out to recess. Oh, okay. And then he went and got in line. I said, honey, you can go. Oh, right now? Yeah, go ahead. We're going to go outside right now. Go ahead and get your jacket and go. That silly boy. I don't know. I guess he was just very excited and couldn't concentrate. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, don't you hate that? You think you got yourself together, but you're not really sure. I think it's because it was a wackadoo day. I didn't get my book orders put together. That's no big deal. I can do that tomorrow. They did get a sub for, I think I mentioned that, for the para that was gone today that's going to take part of the kids for the fact family group that I have. So there's another first grade teacher, me, and then this sub that's going to do the fact family group. And I just told her, just come to my room and I'll give you your materials to kind of explain it real fast. She's like, okay. I think that's it. So I think I can get out of here. So let's go to the door. Turn the light out. Whew. Oh no, I look really grainy. That's beautiful. Okay, I think we're gonna go now. I think I'm probably the only one left because I'm the only ding dong left down here. Go to the office, turn this in, and go home. Yep, I'm the only person. I'll go upstairs and take this and be done. So I'll go this way. The light's a little better. Get my keys jingling. Really? I forgot my coffee stuff. I knew I was forgetting something. I did mention that. Let's go back and get it. Because if I can get it back in the freezer, it'll be fine. But if I let it sit here, it'll be gross. Yeah. I think I'm the only one left here. Oh well. Yeah. To get my door open. Okay, let's go back to the desk and get the lunch bag that I left behind. Honestly, I'm not used to grabbing my lunch bag. Usually just leave it here. But, oh, I can put my keys back. So I'm not going to need them now. Oh my goodness. I'm sure the faces I make are very attractive. Oh, there. Okay. I will leave my little Parmesan crisps there. Because I might make some chicken salad and bring that. Boy, I'm bumping along here. Because it's a really easy thing to fix and it lasts me all week. Okay. Take two. Whoop. Let's leave for real this time. Okay. Hope you had a fabulous Halloween. Go upstairs and I can get out of here. I hear kids. Stairs. Ooh. A little brisk out here. I was getting a little warm inside, so that's okay. I think I parked over here. Yep, I think I'm over here. Oh, I see the back of my car. Yay. Deliverance is nigh. Oh. All right, we're out of here. I can just go straight through here. Yay. Yeah, for all of my good intentions of leaving on time, that did not happen, but whatever. Guess it was just a little crazy. But I don't have to go anywhere after school, so that's good. Got my running around done yesterday. My husband was going to try to pick up cat food at the super center by him. My goodness. The bus kind of cut that corner a little bit. Yeah, good thing I was watching because I just stayed back. Oh, I'm sure they're ready to be home too after having a screaming bus full of kids. Okay, so I think today was a good thing. It was good. I don't really feel exhausted any more than normal. It was a Tuesday that was our Monday, basically. I wish my daughter hadn't been feeling sick. That was kind of stinko. But hopefully these steroids will help her and she'll feel better. And the inhaler thing that she got. Man, I'm doing a lot more coughing since I got out of the party than I was the whole day. Tomorrow for intervention time, I think we're going to do that little mini fold book and roll a family, I think. I'm not really sure. It's on my plans. I'll just have to check. It's all ready. I have it all stacked up. I just don't remember exactly what there were 2 things each day. Plus I have extra pages, like Halloweeny, those little like Frankenstein subtraction and Frankenstein addition. That's what I didn't do. I didn't put my morning work in my morning basket. That's why that's all white. That's all right. I can do it in the morning. I'm adjusting my seat because it's all goofy. My husband moves the seat to his, you know, driving whatever and specifications, and my daughter moves it way forward and weird tipped, and I move it a different way. So anytime someone else has driven the car, it always feels weird. Like I can't quite get it back to the way I like it. Caitlin actually gets a little grouchy when she's like, somebody move the seat. I'm like, well, yeah. You kind of have to. Like, Dad has way longer legs than either of us, and I sit a little farther up and a little farther back than you do. So everybody has their own little settings. I think on the newer cars you can probably set it to the setting, like the number or whatever that you want, but this one's not new enough for that. If they don't have cars like that, they should. You should be able to just like punch in, like name it even, like Jennifer, then your settings, and then when you get in the car, just go ploop, and it goes, it moves, you know, the way you want it. If they don't have those, they really should, and I bet they do. Why wouldn't they? They have everything else. I just don't have a fancy enough car for that. Yeah. But it's kind of pretty out right now. It's a little chilly. It's like 40, I think. Tomorrow's high is 59, which that's a good fall temperature. I can deal with that. Jacket weather is my favorite kind. Tomorrow's outfit is going to be one of my favorites for fall. Some of my favorite boots, some of my favorite other things, clothes, jewelry, everything. You'll see it tomorrow. When I was since I didn't have to do much with this to, you know, put anything together, I went ahead and got tomorrow's clothes out and hanging. And I went ahead and got the jewelry out. And I know what shoes or footwear I want to wear. I just have to grab them. I think I know. I think they're in the closet. I have two closets. I have one upstairs and one downstairs. And really the one downstairs is supposed to be for out of season clothes, but it's hasn't been switched over to fall yet because, you know, it was all funky weather-wise, and so I hadn't switched it yet. So I need to do a major closet switcheroo thingy. That just hasn't happened yet because, you know, last weekend I was, as far as energy level and desire and overall health and well-being, so I just went, not important right now, but that's something I need to do very soon because I wonder if there's been an accident. There's been a crunch up here, some lights up here, and some cars stopped along the highway. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem to get out of here. I just barely made that light. Yay. Really careful here. Get over this lane. Yep. I believe there was a little bit of a snafu in an accident department. Yeah. Okay, everybody's okay. It looks like I don't really see any damage to the vehicles, so I think it's okay. Now I'm stuck in the traffic lane here because people don't really know what to do with themselves. I may turn the camera around so you can see. The colors are starting to change a little bit more. We kind of have some years around here, we have a very short window of fall where the trees are actually pretty and not just ugly wintry looking. So let me see if I can switch the camera around so you can see what it looks like. If you can really tell right now, the bluffs I think are kind of pretty, but mostly you're getting just a lot of cars. Yeah, maybe you'll see some pretty foliage coming up. Vibrant golds yet. Most everything's just kind of in between. It's kind of disappointing. Not really sure you can tell much of anything because everything basically looks like that right now. Maybe over the weekend it'll be a little more colorful, or maybe it's just this one little stretch that isn't that pretty. I don't know. I tell you though, when you drive to Branson, wow, that Ozark Drive when you get closer to the Ozark Hills. Beautiful, beautiful. It's like that was a mini version of what Branson would look like. We have little like rock things. What do you call them? Bluffs. We have little bluffs. Branson has gigantic bluffs, huge, with really, really pretty trees around them. So that's pretty cool. I feel sad that at 4:20 in the afternoon I have to have my lights on already. It's going to get to the point where if we leave early enough in the morning, it'll be dark when we leave and dark when we're coming home. That can be kind of depressing. So I think that's why it's really important to have like things that you do to compensate for things. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like Mr. Thane, Kyle Thane, and his wife have like things that they do during the week so that you're not always like just living for the weekend, which I feel like I'm kind of doing to a point, living for the weekend. I don't want to be that way. The week is a bigger part of your life than the weekend. You're like almost wishing away 5 out of 7 days of each week of your life. I mean, that's not a good percentage that you want wishing away. So I think I want to sit down and kind of come up with some traditions. One thing around Christmas time that I've started doing the last 2 years is getting a family present for Christmas Eve. Because Christmas Eve can kind of be, it's either really, really, really busy because you're running to like in-laws' houses and other people's houses and stuff, or it's kind of where because it's not Christmas yet. We do everything on Christmas at our house. When I was a kid, we traveled everywhere over Christmas because my family, you know, my brother and my mom and dad and I lived in one town, and all the rest of the family, I'm not even kidding, everybody on both sides lived about 2 hours away. 2 or 3, I don't know, depending on where we were at the time. And so we would go to them, and we would stay several days, you know, over the Christmas break at my father's parents' house, and then we would always do Christmas Eve at my mother's parents' house with all of that family. That's where I have most of my family, cousins, a galore, because my mother has 5 siblings, and she's the oldest. So now you can imagine all the children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But that was our tradition when I was growing up, was always going to visit Grandma and Grandpa and all the cousins. So our Christmas Eve was always, that was my mom's side of the family's time to get together. But now, since I've been married, before we had Caitlin, and before all of the nieces and nephews were grown, like when they were still in school, we did Christmas Eve at my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house. But then he passed away when Caitlin was a baby. And we still did it for a while, but then like the nieces and nephews grew up and got married and started, you know, having things with in-laws. And then they started having kids, and then they have their own little traditions with their kids. And plus they have to take their kids to their in-laws because they got to see both grandmas and grandpas. And so we just don't really we don't even do it on Christmas Eve anymore because it just doesn't work. There's just too many people, and they're scattered all over. Like, we've got people in Kansas City, we've got people in St. Louis, they're just all over the place. So we have started doing, like, we'll do it in January after Christmas is over, which is kind of cool because then you have time to regroup yourself. And also, honestly, expense-wise, it's a little better because you can wait until the after Christmas sales and go get the gifts for the kids. Because our tradition is everybody buys gifts for every kid until that kid is 18. So that kids that are 18 and under, or under 18, I guess, get a gift from everyone. And then the adults, we just do like little stocking stuffers, like $5 and under for like each couple. So we'll get like big bags of candy, like the family size bags of M&Ms, or, you know, stuff like that. One of my sister-in-laws always gets us Bath and Body Works soaps, which I love. And she gets a variety of scents, and then she just passes around a basket, and you just take the ones that you want. Actually, so I take 2 of those. I'm like, okay, thank you, cool. because she doesn't know what everybody likes, but she just gets a nice variety. And there are some scents that I've never smelled, never tried. I'm like, ooh, I want to try that one. I didn't know they had that one, because I don't go in there very often. I'm a big online Bath and Body Works shopper. Like, if I know the scent that I like Country Apple is my jam. I love that. That's discontinued and has been for years. But they did bring it back over like the summer, or right before that. Whenever they had them online, I grabbed some of the lotion. So I've got some stashed away. But they didn't have everything. They didn't have like the whole line anymore. You couldn't get the bath stuff and like the shower gel and all that stuff. So I did get lotion though. So I'll be hooked up with some apple smelling lotion, which is my favorite. I also love the sugar cookie smell. That's the smell I like to use in the wintertime because it just makes me think of baking cookies and Christmas and happiness. And now that the weather is turning colder, more consistently cold, I'm really starting to get that. You know how pregnant ladies get that nesting instinct? I start getting that baking instinct. When it starts getting colder, I just want to start like making breads and soups and biscuits and homemade cookies and not cake so much, pies, stuff like that. I just start getting very homey. Yeah. But I grew up in a family that baked and cooked. Like, we didn't do takeout. We didn't do, go to the store and buy a cake. We had homemade everything, which I feel that a lot of kids now, I know a lot of kids now because I've been teaching so long, that I've seen the trend. Like the generations coming up, they don't even know how to make a cake. You can make a cake from a mix. That is not taboo. That is not like, oh, you're such a lazy slob. No. I use cake mixes, but you can doctor them so that they are homemade. Like, instead of using water, use milk. Instead of using oil, use butter, like you would in a regular from scratch cake recipe. The only difference between a cake mix and just doing it yourself is they've already measured the ingredients for you. There is no harm in that. There is no shame in that, friends. Take that little extra help. That gives you, a little bit of extra time to get it done. I don't have any problem using a cake mix. I do that plenty. And I like to keep like one of each flavor on hand. Like, I keep a double sweet and I keep a white and I keep a yellow cake mix on hand at all times, because you can do so much with those last minute, and it's handy. And they're cheap. They're like $1, so you can't, go wrong with that. And I always make homemade frosting. Always. I do not like hand frosting. That is so gross. I know they've improved it a lot, but you know how many chemicals are in that stuff? I don't judge. We have to do that kind of stuff if we do stuff at school, which stinks. Because some of these kids have honestly never had homemade anything, and it really makes me sad, because I have a really, really good buttercream icing recipe that's fabulous on sugar cookies. It's the bomb diggity. So, if we make it at school, we can do it in our classroom. You just can't make it at home and bring it in because of health regulations. But if you get, you can get the ingredients from the kitchen. You tell them ahead of time, you need to give them a couple weeks, because they place their food orders and then they can order you stuff. But you can have them give you the ingredients, and then you can make stuff in your classroom. Which I didn't know that until a few years ago. I always bought everything. Well, shoosh, yeah, I'm going to use the stuff from the kitchen if they can give it to me. They make cookies and stuff. They have everything you need. They don't use mixes. They make from scratch cookies too. So they've got, everything that you could possibly want. And if they don't, they can get it for you, because it's federally funded. So yeah, it's for the kids. Why can't they do it? Now, of course, they're not going to get you prime rib or something like that. But if it's something that is available on their commodities list, they can get it for you, which is great. Any kind of staple thing like flour, like when I do the things for Mother's Day, which is a sugar scrub, I can't get the lemon juice from them because they don't use lemon juice in school meals. But I can get the granulated sugar. I can get the oil if I wanted. But I started using baby oil because it just smells better. I get the sugar from them because, have you bought sugar lately? Getting enough sugar for 20 mamas sugar scrubs can be a little pricey. So I started doing that. I'm like, why didn't I not know this before? And I know I mentioned before, if you don't have snacks in your classroom, our lovely head cook, and all of them really, but our kitchen staff is awesome. They will hook you up with dry cereal because they get that in our government program, because we're a Title I school. we have a huge high, we have a very high free and reduced lunch population, and so we get lots of government funding for that, apparently. I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but I know a lot of us, just on YouTube, are in Title I schools, so you totally know where I'm coming from. Holy moly, cough my face off. It's not like I'm coughing a whole bunch at a time, but it's like it just keeps coming. Like it's just, and I'm not getting anything out of it. It's just dry and hacky. I need to put some more. I've got a big old chip of polish on this nail and this nail. It needs some more glitter polish on it to cover up where it chunked off. Just haven't had the energy to care that much about it. Yeah, I'm almost home and I'm happy. I get to see my daughter and my furry friends, and in about an hour I'll get to see my husband. Oh my goodness, why? Oh, that was incredibly stupid. Wow. I cannot believe what I just saw. So I live off a county road, county highway. And there was somebody, sorry, I'm so jiggly. The road that I'm on now is the gravel county road. This is confusing. I live off a blacktop highway that goes to a gravel highway that turns onto my road. I'm on the gravel highway that turns off onto my road. I just came off the blacktop highway. It's 55. Well, that's probably one of my kitties running across there from outside, because I see little legs running in the grass. To go see if I can recognize that kitty. Anyway, so there was a pickup truck waiting to turn out. I'm not sure. It might be a dog. That's pretty sad, but I can't tell. Ouch. Doggone it. Got my mail. I don't know what that is. I can't tell what that is. Some fluffy creature with 4 legs. That's not wild. It's a domesticated, furry, 4-legged creature. Put it that way. Anyway, pickup truck waiting to turn out onto the blacktop road. They sit there, they sit there, they sit there. They decide to turn out when there's a car like 3 car lengths away on a highway. And I thought, holy poop, I'm going to see an accident right in front of me and I'm going to be involved in this. And I don't want to be. Hallelujah, the door opened. Yay, garage door. Woohoo. I don't know why people do stupid things. It's just not worth it. Why couldn't you have waited like literally 20 seconds for that car to go by? And then they didn't really scoot out of the way either, so not real smooth. So that's my narrative of bad drivers. People make dumb mistakes, and sometimes you don't get a chance to correct that because it's over. It's just not worth it. It's not worth taking the chance. I think it's people are so impatient and just go, 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 go. And it's like they can't. That looks really bad. Is that better? I don't know. I'm still pretty grainy. They don't think about, oh, I could just wait here for literally 20 seconds and then I could go and not even try to cause an accident. I don't know. People are weird. Anyway, I'm home. I think I'm going to say goodnight. If I hop on later, you'll see it. And if I don't hop on later, you won't see it. That's how that'll happen. I'm just going to do leftovers for supper. We have turkey burgers left over. Holy mama, I'm tired of coughing. Anyway, as I was saying, we have turkey burgers left over from last night. I think there are 4, because my daughter doesn't eat meat, so she doesn't eat any of that. She didn't eat much of anything last night. She wasn't feeling that great. So 4 turkey burgers, and I have some baked beans left over. Shoot, I should have my husband get cottage cheese. That'd be good with that. I might call him and tell him, or ask him, not tell him. I didn't mean it that way. I might call him and ask him if he's going to the store anyway to get cat food, if he wouldn't mind picking up cottage cheese. If he's not going to get cat food, or if he's already gone, like on his lunch break, I won't even say it at all, because we can live without it. But we'll just have the same thing we had last night. I'll just throw some more french fries in the oven. He was really liking those last night. He goes, boy, these french fries are really hitting the spot tonight. I'm like, well, good. I don't know. I didn't do anything differently. I just put crazy salt on them and stuck them in the oven and let them bake. It was pretty darn easy for me. So it's nice to have leftovers. You just have to throw it in the microwave and heat it up. Nucleate it. I do not have any schoolwork to do tonight. Yay. Tomorrow, I need to put my book orders together, which will involve pulling the staples out of 3 catalogs, separating them all, making 3 little stacks, and just stapling those little notes on that I've already cut. That takes about 5 minutes, really. So I can do that theoretically during plan time. That will be good, and send them home tomorrow. That'll give them about a week to look it over and bring it back. You don't want to give them too much time. I might not send it tomorrow. I think I might send it on Friday. Because they'll have the weekend, then they'll have Monday also, in case they forget. Maybe that would be good. Maybe I'll send on Thursday. I don't know. Might depend on if I get it done tomorrow or not, too. I'll probably send it on Thursday, because Fridays are crazy. I don't want to have to think about that on Friday. And I can send my newsletter to my principal. She just likes to see what we're doing. She's not really to correct it or anything. Although she has gone, oh, you might want to look at this part. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's not right. That's the wrong date. Or whatever it was. Like when they changed early out to 12:20 instead of 12 o'clock. For whatever random reason. I have no idea. And, yeah, I'll need to... Oh, goodness. Need to print out my newsletter and get that ready to send home. I do want to get my lesson plans done ahead of time so I know what I need to copy, because I don't want to have to be making this copy run again on Monday morning or Friday afternoon and have to stay. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan at all. I know I've said this over and over and over and over and over and over, etc. But I just cannot seem to get ahead because it just doesn't work. Sorry, got a notification on my phone. For McDonald's, happy Halloween. Open the app for spooky savings at participating McDonald's. I don't intend on going to McDonald's. I have turkey burgers here and french fries here, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to put on... I could sleep in this, honestly. Be pretty comfortable. Wouldn't be very warm, though. Go put on my jammies. Take off what's left of my makeup. I don't think there's a whole bunch left. And make sure I've got all my I's dotted and my T's crossed for tomorrow. I've already got lunch figured out. That's still at school because I found something else to eat. My clothes are already picked out. I just need to make sure I've got like my socks and all that stuff. All the little details. And put my makeup out and my hair products and junk. And I think that'll do it. Yeah. And I can just melt into the couch and fall asleep during one of our shows. Yeah. Pretty sure I fell asleep. Ooh, the light just went out. Oh. Yeah, that is not attractive. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep through the end of Stranger Things, which is just an abomination. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that because that's not... You can't really miss parts of that show and know what's going on the next time because it's kind of weird anyway. That's the title, Stranger Things. So if you haven't watched it, you should totally try it. If you like weird, spooky stuff and if you like Stephen King stuff, you would like it. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Yep. So, yep. I think I need to go in. I'm just sitting here in the car talking to myself. All right. So I'm going to say goodnight. And I hope you had a fabulous Halloween. I hope you were safe. I hope if you have kids that you had a great time trick-or-treating and that they got lots of good stuff. And I hope you were safe. And I hope if you're a teacher that you survived the day. That your parties were good. And that you sent the kids home happy. And I hope you have a good day tomorrow because this is the last day of Vlogtober. So I won't be talking to you again till the weekend. I mean, I'll be talking to you every day, but you won't see it till the weekend. So that makes me a little sad. But I think it'll be good to have a break of the editing upload cycle every single day. I mean, I kind of got into I kind of got into a groove with that most days, except for conference days were too hard to do because I got home so late. But for the most part, it worked out pretty well. I think it worked out. There was one day that a couple days, I didn't get uploaded till the next day. But then I think I uploaded that same day. So you got 2 in 1. It was a twofer. So maybe that made up for it. But I'll be back every day in December for Vlogmas. So stay tuned for that fun. That's my very, very favorite time of the entire year. And it always has been. And it probably always will be. Because what could be better than all the sparkly lights celebrating Jesus' birth, and everybody's in a better mood? It's just like magical. It really is magical. It's a magical time of year. It's the time. It's the season of miracles. So everything's just better, brighter, shinier, glitterier, prettier. Everyone's nicer, happier, kinder, gentler. It's just, there's nothing bad unless you put in the commercialization, and that's a whole other topic. But we're not going to go there because we're going to put a positive spin on it. There's always a negative to something, but we're not going to think of the negative for Christmas, because in my heart of hearts, Christmas is the bestest thing ever in the world. So what could be better than celebrating Jesus' birthday and having a giant party for him? So cool. So I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm still rambling on and on. I'm going to get inside and see how my girl's doing and get out of my, almost said sweats, get out of my scrubs and fix these infernal fingernails. Yeah. And just go chill, because I can feel myself winding down now that I've sat here without having to do anything. Like, I'm not driving, I'm not doing paperwork, I'm not having to pack stuff up. So, to use the phrase that my husband uses, strike while the iron is hot, meaning I need to use my energy while I have it and then go sit down and just chill. So, I'm going to go make myself a warm beverage of some kind. I'm going to throw my iced coffees in the freezer because I hardly drank any. I didn't drink any of the mocha. I don't know what I was thinking bringing two. I never even finished one during school. I had high hopes, I guess. And put those in the freezer so they'll be ready for tomorrow. And then make sure everything's ready for the morning and call it a night. So I will see you later. Bye.